Hey, spiritual yogis. I want to do a quick alignment exercise, okay, to help us really tune into the psychological benefit of this practice. So, first of all, I want you to take your feet hip distance apart and look down at your feet and see if the outsides of the feet are parallel, okay? Nice, strong feet. Imagine all four corners of the feet are nice and balanced. From there, I want you to draw your awareness up to your tailbone, okay? And get that tailbone pointing straight down so the pelvis is nice and neutral, okay? Hips right over those ankles. Now, shoulders right over those hips. Now, you're gonna wanna open the heart, but not too much so that this is too open, right here at the edge of the rib cage here. You wanna keep that flat, but engage the abdominals, open the heart, lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the crown up, okay? So you're rooting down through your feet, you're lengthening up through the crown, keeping that chin tucked towards the chest. And as you do that, as you lengthen up and root down, I want you to feel those micro adjustments happening in the vertebrae and the spine, okay? As you keep your tailbone pointing straight down, your pelvis nice and neutral, you're rooting down through the feet, you're lengthening up through the crown, you'll feel the spine having to make little micro adjustments to get nice and long, and you're making space between those vertebrae, and your body is naturally finding its own alignment, okay? So keep that heart open, keep those abdominals engaged, keep that core engaged, okay? Lengthen up through the crown, root down through those feet, and now I want you to breathe, okay? So as you inhale, let the belly just expand with air, okay? And then as you exhale, press the abdominals in, press all that air out, completely pressing the air out of the lungs so that on the next inhale, the lungs can expand really easily, really naturally, okay? So as we come into alignment and we allow those little micro adjustments in the vertebrae to happen, we start to naturally engage the emotional belly, the emotional body, where we hold some of our most potent, passionate emotions, stress, depression, sadness, anger, guilt, what have you, all those good ones. And when we come into alignment, we're able to access the emotional body, okay? It's the second chakra, and when we are not in alignment, we tend to either hunch over or hold over that area, or we eat a lot to stuff down to not access the emotional part of our bodies, okay? When we come into alignment and we breathe deep down into the lower parts of the lungs and we allow the belly to expand with air, and we use the abdominals in our posturing and we feel that core from the inside out, we begin to release emotional energy, okay? We begin to tie into that emotional energy and allow it to actually move and start moving out so that we don't have to hold on to it anymore. Now, this can be old emotional energy and baggage. It can be emotional stuff that's coming up as you're moving through your day, you know, some stress that's coming up, okay? So I want you throughout the day today to come back to this alignment. I'm sorry, my stomach is growling. Come back to this alignment and root down through those feet, lengthen up through the crown, feel the micro adjustments happening in the spine, feel the abdominals engage, feel the heart opening, but not too much, you know, get it nice and in alignment, shoulders relax, faces relax, and I want you to notice, and if you have a lot of emotion that you've been holding on to or trapping, you will notice that when this happens, when you come into alignment, that emotion starts coming up. You might start crying, you might start laughing, you might start feeling some of this emotion that you've been trying not to look at, okay? And this is where that psychological component of the practice really comes in for us. When we can access this emotion and we can release it, we don't have to hold on to it anymore, and that causes all sorts of problems, okay? Causes depression, or it causes us to lash out at other people. It causes us to not feel well. We'll feel ill. We may even get sick. So coming into alignment allows us to release that emotional energy. It also brings more breath, more oxygen into the body for the organs and the tissues, and allows the body to heal itself naturally like it's meant to do. So all of this will help you throughout your day, and you'll begin to notice the more you practice, the more easily you can quickly come into alignment, just noticing, sinking down through your feet, lengthening up through the crown, engage the abdominals, open the heart, feel those micro adjustments happening in the spine, breathe, and be, okay? So enjoy this exercise throughout your day today. Notice what it does for you mentally, emotionally, and psychologically, okay? Namaste.